pounds, we have one of our feature matches of the night because we have a chance to see a man go for his 3rd championship. But he's not going to get a cakewalk if the records mean a thing. This is Jason Kelber of State Center West Marshall High School. He's in the black uniform on the right, going against Dan Sinnott of Albia, both undefeated.
Keep it in the middle, guys.
Now, I was talking to Jason Kelber before the meet tonight, and they met in freestyle last summer, and Kelber pinned Sinnott. But he said, he really looks tough. He said, I can't believe it was that I did that. So we'll see. There is Kelber.
Well, he just stepped across him coming in. Going to use the leg to block him. Stepped right up across him. Dan Sinnott from Albia, who's down now by 2-0 to Jason Kelber from West Marshall.
There's the 1A class. That's Beachy of Marengo, Iowa Valley against Gary Hauser of Rock Valley. And up at the AAA, it's already over.
Look at that, guys. Good job.
If you can believe that. And I don't even know who won it, but there was a pin in lightning fashion at AAA. It was Helmkamp of Fort Dodge pinning Bennett of Mason City, and it had to happen in the 1st minute. So we'll check on that later on. Here, Kelber and Sinnott. There it is. Up at AAA in the corner. Well, in the match in the center here, at 2A in the black, it's Jason Kelber going to work on his undefeated opponent, leading 2-0.
You know, it's kind of a tough draw for young Dan Sinnott from Albia. Last year he made it to the finals, and his match was against Mark Schwab, who went for 4 championships and beat him in the finals. Well, this year he comes in.
Well, look at what he's done.
The finals, and he draws Jason Kelber.
Look what he's done. His first match, he won a pin in 2:58. He had a technical fall the 2nd match, and he won his semifinal bout against an undefeated opponent, 16-0.
He is an outstanding athlete. There's no question. But he's against an outstanding athlete, and that sometimes, you know, starts to cause the balance to swing the other way.
Jason Kelber of State Center.
He's moved up a couple of weights since he first saw him. When he first saw him, he was one of those little freckle-faced guys. Now he's a solid little 119-pounder.
He's a little bit high this time.
He's up around the head. Going to lose him for a takedown. He got lost in the escape there.
So it's 2-0 in favor of 2-1 now of Kelber. It's a 1-point award for an escape.
Hey, go talk to him.
We spend a little more time talking about how many points you get for what. Because I know that maybe you tune in to see that grandson of yours out there that you don't see many wrestling meets maybe. 2nd period has just started, 2 minutes long, as was the first. They start on the feet by the choice of the man who could make it.
Keep it in there, keep it in there.
He just put his head down that time when he tried to snap him, and Kelber felt the motion, just stepped out to the outside and got a takedown.
4-1 now after 2 points for Sinnott for Kelber.
Kelber's not only a winner, Doug, not only going for his 3rd state championship, but he's also a pinner. I mean, he's had, of his matches this year, 33, 34 matches. All but 6 of them have ended in falls. So he's used to putting guys on their back, winning big.
Let's go back. Let's go back.
Reminds me of when 3 years ago, I remember here, Les Anderson of Iowa State. Just take a look at this first.
And here you see Sinnott from Albia start to snap down, but he puts his head down. Once his head goes down, Kelber just steps to the outside and goes past him.
Let's see what they do off the whistle here. Try for a switch by Kelber, by Sinnott.
Move off it.
As soon as you start that switch and the man has the leg blocked, it's hard for you to finish it. Then he can let go and come on into you.
He almost got cut on his back, too.
We're still not out of the woods if Kelber can use that scissor in the leg. He's got to take away the brace arm first.
Stalemate, guys. You got to get out of there. You got to get out there and use it.
Stalemate. So I started to say, Les Anderson of Iowa State I told a few years ago about recruiting Jason Smith, who was a 2-time state champion, a 2-time national champion for Iowa State later. He asked his coach what the man's record was. He said he's something like 23-1. He said, who beat him? No, that's 23 pins and 1 decision.
Well, they're kind of wound around here backwards now. This usually ends up in a stalemate so somebody doesn't get hurt.
Right there. Potential danger, same way.
You hear the referee, who in this case is Rich Gray of St. Charles.
Give him room.
Stopping the wrestling.
There's a good shot of Kelber right there.
Cover him.
Potentially dangerous position.
See that wrist around the... Now he just reaches through, catches the wrist, pulls his arm out, and he's got his man trapped up real tight. Got to let go of that thing before the guy can grab you.
Work a fall, Tom, man. You got to work a fall off that ankle. 1, 2, 3.
Now once he's got him broken down, now he can get out and go around the head. Got to have the hips down first.
Roll through.
Couldn't stop him. He rolled through.
But he's also going to lose him now for maybe an escape.
Oh, now Sinnott's in on the leg.
He didn't need to do that. He may lose the reversal instead.
He did. Now it's 4-3. Kelber is suddenly in a match.
Period, man.
Did that right at the end of the period. No time to score back.
4-3. Kelber leads Sinnott going into the last period.
So he's going to take down so he can try to score coming out.
Get set.
He's very smart young man. You know, he's a real high ACT, planning to go into engineering. Real high, grade point. Jason Kelber.
But Sinnott goes in on the leg. He's going to have to tip Kelber. There's no question about it.
The legs can do it. He's got a lot of length, and he knows how to do it out of the legs. And Kelber's going to have to get up off the mat. The legs hurt more than one wrestler in a wrestling career, I'll tell you that. Looks like he's high, but he's got both legs in.
4.
He may just stalemate this.
Stalemate, guys. Untangle easy.
As we've said during our coverage of college wrestling, sometimes the really good ones have the weakness on the bottom because they're not used to being there.
Cover.
If there's a place that the legs can burn you, and I mean by that, I mean score points against you. It's if you sit down there. If you know you got a legger, you've got to get out. You know, you got to hand control, get back pressure up into the guy. You have to control his hands and clear your hips out away from him.
This is Kelber against Sinnott. They're undefeated. They're wrestling for the state championship of the double A's at 119, and Kelber puts some icing on the cake with a reversal. He leads 6-3.
Roll through.
In the last period.
He still doesn't have control of the hips. Now he does. You got to control the hips. If you can hold them in close, which he's doing, you see him hold those in, and the man doesn't have freedom to move.
Ankle, you got to move up off that ankle. Move off there.
There's the switch started. He just blocks, comes right across it. He drives it. He didn't have the arm hooked with his leg, or he could have taken him to his back on that.
Kelber takes chances in there in that situation. He gives him that switch position.
Yes, he doesn't really care to control. He wants to pin. And you pin a lot of guys by being loose. Of course, Dan Sinnott's a good athlete. You know, he was a cross-country athlete. He ran track. He plays golf. And he does a lot of things. So
he's in a good position to get a reversal here. But there's only 20 seconds to go in the match.
Too much pressure on the arm. He's got to flare out now and just take his one if he can get it. And Kelber's keeping his hips in nicely. He's get the reversal right at the end.
6-5, another reversal for Sinnott. But there wasn't time. It's a good match. Kelber wins 6-5. And so becomes a 3-time state champion.
So they're good friends. It was a good match between them.
Right band.
From State Center, Iowa, West Marshall High School, a 3-time state champion, 35-0 in his senior year, Jason Kelber.
That takes his record to about 122-3 for a high school, and that's something.
That's not bad at all.
Jason, how many from West Marshall are down here tonight?
Well, there's a whole gang here. They got 2 of us wrestling.
I think Grandma and Grandpa, too.
Yep, everybody's here.
How did you feel about going out in that match tonight? Were you a little bit nervous?
Yeah, I was. I was getting nervous. I don't know. Even if it's not a tough match, I'm always nervous.
Another 3-time state champion. There aren't too many of them, but here's one tonight, Jason Kelber of West Marshall. Thanks much, Jason. Good luck to you. Back to you, Dave.
145 pounds. We told you we have Marshalltown's team coming up with Rick Caldwell against Bill Wilson of Ankeny. Stay tuned. Here are the AA winners at 119.
Marshall. 6th place, Tom Judish, Sumner. 5th place, Bill Bowman, West Union, North Fayette. 4th place, Jack Stewart, Perry. 3rd place, Tracy Tucker, Spirit Lake. 2nd place, Dan Sinnott, Albia. and a 2A 119-pound champion from State Center, West Marshall, Jason Kelber.
For the third time, he's at the top step.
Isn't that something?
You betcha.
Lots of us just like to